What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you some Pekka gameplay. So this is the giant Pekka, 2,860 hit points and 495 damage per swing. It does have a deploy time of 3 seconds, but we're going to get into this first replay here. It does help, I may stress this, it does help to have an elixir collector for the start of the game and to help you, well, to deploy the Pekka, because it is quite costly at 7 and it can get shut down very easily with mass hordes of troops. So this game is focused on the Pekka. This is a very good tanky troop, and the idea is to put it in the front, save up some elixir and put some other troops in the back, so things like goblins and bombers and knights, which is what I've got in the deck. So far we're just going to let the spear goblins do a bit of damage to the tower, and then I'm going to drop the Pekka on the right hand side. So the Pekka's going to start making his way down, making her way down, I never remember. And then I put a knight behind, and then further behind I put a bomber. So now we've got a fairly strong push going, and now I know that I'm fine for now, so I just put down another elixir collector. He puts in a bomber and puts in barbs behind, which is good because he takes out the bomber. However, the Pekka is already locked on the tabbage, and you're seeing how much damage that Pekka is doing to the tower. Takes it down. Already, the tower is gone. He's got a fairly strong push coming up, but the Pekka is marvellous on defence as well. It's got so much health, and it does so much damage. It bursts down this giant very quickly. Takes barbarians out in one swing, unless, I think, if they're at max health. Got the spear goblins on the left still chipping away at my tower, but I'm up a tower, so I don't mind. Get another elixir collector down on the field. Got the giant Pekka walking towards on the right hand side. I know he has to try and defend the right hand side, so I drop a bomber behind to try and sort out any troops he drops, and sure enough he drops some barbarians in a second. I get the bomber to do a bit of nice damage to them, and they're going to come down to the tower with quite low health. I think he's trying to save up for a push. He's very eager, so he's trying to keep the barbarians behind, but sadly enough they walk in front. I'm going to get the Pekka back out. The goblins are a bit of a waste with the bomber. He's going to rage them up again, but the Pekka chipping down the giant's health very quickly, completely eradicating him. Spear goblins walk too close to the Pekka, but the bomber goes down. I'm then going to put a knight on the left hand side. I'm going to put another Pekka. There are 2 Pekkas on the battlefield right now. A bomber behind the Pekka, and now I'm going to just start swarming him. Goblins, spear goblins, putting them all down. He has to defend the right hand side Pekka first. I put a goblin barrel down on the tower as he arrows all my troops. The Pekka, the goblins and the bomber just completely eradicate that tower. It's amazing, and takes the goblin huts as well. And then another Pekka, and I put an elixir collector on his side of the map. He knows it's game over. He's going to try and snag the left hand tower right at the end, and I was trying to go for a 3-crowner, but he takes 1 tower. Still 2-1 victory, and it's the Pekka. We're also going to show you another. I'm going to show you another replay, again with the Pekka. This time we are playing against an Expo user. So he does the thumbs up. He's doing a little bit of a taunt to start with, because he, as you can see by his starting hand, he is loaded for this Expo deck. He's not quite sure what I'm going to be dropping. I'm going to drop some spear goblins, and sure enough he drops the Expo first. Pekka, great defense for the Expo. That Expo is going to start attacking the Pekka. Bomber gets taken down, and he has nothing to defend it right now. Puts an Inferno tower. The Knight's going to get in and wipe out the Expo. I'm going to get the goblins in front of the Pekka so that the Pekka doesn't get burnt down by the Inferno. I'm now going to stay back, come back down for a bit. He's going to put down a Tesla. Poor spot for a Tesla. The Pekka gets back in and gets a hit off. 2 hits off. His tower is already down to 1114. And I've got an elixir collector, so I've got a little bit of an advantage right there. So you can see by his deck that he is Mr. Cheeselord with all the cards. He's got the rocket in there, he's got the cannon and Tesla and the Inferno and the minion horde, all to try and protect that Expo. But sure enough, he's going to try and drop it again. Not going to work. I put a bomber behind and put the tanky Pekka again in the front, who is going to stand there and take up the damage. He's now going to put down a cannon to try and block it, And a minion horde. Well, it's too bad. I have arrows in the deck. There goes your Expo again, and I've still got a fairly good push. Pekka and Bomber are going to come in. The Bomber is going to get wiped out by my Bomber, and the Pekka's going to come in and go boom! And then the Bomber finishes the tower off. So we're up 1 crown to 0, and he is desperate to pull this Expo off. It's not going to work. I am refusing to let him do damage with this cheesy little deck. I'm surprised he hasn't fired a rocket off yet, but as you can see on the left hand side, he's setting up, so I'm going to give him a little thumbs up just because I know I'm going to be able to defend this Expo. I'll put down another Pekka who's going to walk the way in front of the tower. I'm going to put down a Knight and Goblins on his side to try and do some damage to all of that. I'm going to put down a Bomber behind the Pekka. I'm going to put down some Spear Goblins. It's going to wipe out all of those. Going to put some arrows down, which is going to completely take out his Expo. Expo, Inferno, Tesla, all wiped out. So now he's got the Tesla back in his deck. So I think he's going to go for another setup. Yeah, look, you can see. And I've dropped my Pekka on the other side, sadly enough. But I'm going to put Goblins in, a Bomber in. I'm going to put a Knight in. But at the moment, the Expo has focused on the Pekka across map. So that's okay now. I'm just going to go for another tower at the moment. And sadly enough, his Expo is going to lock onto the tower. I'm just going to give him thumbs up. And I'm going to arrow his Expo so it gets no more damage. And that is game. The Expo got taken down. The Pekka, although a very heavy elixir cost, very amazing troop. I will see you next time in the next video.